Hello and welcome to another episode of the Gohndim and Gilmore Show. Today's episode is brought to you by the Bastiat News Network, the only new age digital newspaper that brings you only the facts. Today's show features the one and only GeekwitglassesTV, a former Twitch streamer and occasional beneficiary of a Bastiat raid. I'm flying solo on this one because Gilmore is flying down to vacation in Jamaica. Geek, welcome to the podcast.
Man, Gohndim, you always have been a slime ball and continue to be one. I mean, you got Zip in here, you got Night Out, you got Nate. I mean, these are all the legends from the past and future. Chinchilla, I mean, you are a sleazy slime ball, big dog.
Who the fuck is Night Owl? I don't even know who that is.
I don't know. I'm naming random shit that I'm looking at in your Discord. Oh, you said no cussing. Damn.
You're good. Nate is a classic. He's only been active here the last week or so, but yeah, I mean, Nate and I used to stay up till 4 or 5 in the morning in Bastiat VCs.
We need to bring that back, okay? With Peef Smash, Lisa. I mean,
I remember,
OGs, man.
There was one time I was in a VC with in the Bastiat server with Nate, Simra, Lisa, Juice, and we were trolling Simra till 3 or 4 in the morning. and then usually after everyone else would leave, I swear to God, there was probably 4 or 5 times where Nate and I stayed up till 3, 4, 5 in the morning. I mean, there was one time I contemplated actually staying up the rest of the night just because I had to work anyway. But I've never actually pulled a 24-hour. I've never pulled an all-nighter, I guess. So I think I slept for a few hours and woke up and I was completely just devastated.
Oh my gosh, those 2 hours of sleep are always the worst. I mean, the grogginess in the morning afterwards. Ugh. Yeah, I've been I've at least I've seen and I've been in 1 or 2 of those 2 to 3, 4 a.m. Night talks we used to have in Bastiat's VC. So.
It's so sad because the server used to be so active, and it's kind of a meme that after they kicked Rare's Pepper and I, or banned us, I guess, multiple times, that it died. But that server now is complete and utter garbage. It's so sad.
I haven't even looked at it probably since 2021. I want to say, if you look at how many notifications I have, I only have 2. It used to say 1,000 plus or something notifications I've missed, but
yeah, you're one of those boomers like Lisa. One time she shared a screenshot and she had 32,000 notifications.
Yeah,
just every server.
I am 1K for Freems. I don't go in there. I mean, Echoplex. I don't know if you remember some of these cats.
I remember Freems, but does he even stream?
Freems? Nah, I don't know. Didn't he move to Florida? Florida or South Carolina or something and started?
I thought he moved to Texas at some point.
I see. I can't remember, honestly. I can't remember. It's been so long, dude. That guy, he's in a rock band now or something. He does I see him do promotions and stuff on his Twitch about it. But
I remember he used to stream from that store he had where they would actually sell moonshine and other things. It was a tourist trap. I think that was in West Virginia, right?
Yeah, it was in West Virginia. We were gonna meet up one time, but it just never panned out. I don't know. Meeting random people over the internet kind of spooks me every now and again. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but it's close to Charleston, around the capital. So,
bro, just doxing Freems. Have you ever met someone that you met on the internet, IRL?
Few, well, 1 or 2. One of them being touring news. You remember that cat?
Yeah.
We had that DC stream. IRI rated in and stuff.
Oh, I forgot about that. I do remember that. Oh my
God, dude, hold on. Can we back up a little bit? Oh, this is a legendary.
I have a classic moment. If you don't bring it up, I know what I'm bringing up next.
Oh my God! All right. You bring up your classic moment, and I want to see if it kind of connects.
One of my all-time favorite Geek stream moments is when you were calling representatives and senators.
Yeah, I leaked my name,
and you kept
not once,
your name.
but 5 or 6 different times with 30 plus viewers at my it's post Bastiat stream or something. He rated in, so it's the only time I had 20 or 30 viewers, and I'm just I'm left, right, and center, bro. Just blasting my name out there.
The other thing that came to mind before we get to yours is that I remember that stream you did, that gaming stream you did with Turing News, where you're playing that game where your ship gets leaks in it. I don't remember the game.
Oh my God, what was that? Oh yeah,
It wasn't Raft or whatever, right? It was some. It was like a
No,
pirate game.
no, I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, go on.
But the funniest thing is that, well, two things. One, Turi News was taking it so fucking seriously. Like he was the fucking slave master of that ship. And then
Dude.
he would really like so sternly call you by your name. It was so funny.
Dude, listen, he used to big dick it, all right? And we sucked so bad. I don't care what anybody says, bro. We used to get mobbed on in that game. I mean,
That
we
shit
would
was
like
so funny.
because like what do? Like you land on islands, you kill these monsters or whatever. They drop stuff, you collect stuff out of like chests and whatnot, and you dig shit up, and like you do all this stuff, and we would get like a bunch of stuff, and we would save up, and like 5-6 hours into the game we would just get nuked, dude, rocked by like some heavyweight cannon us, jump onto our ship, take everything. I can't remember. Sea of Thieves. That's
Oh,
what it
Sea
was.
of Thieves. I should have known that. I
Yeah.
never played it. I don't think I even own it. Yeah, that's funny.
I see. I never. I did like the Xbox Live Game Pass, so you get it for free, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying?
It
So.
does kind of remind me. I'm not sure if you remember this, and we'll probably both struggle to remember the name of this game as well. But remember how you talked me into playing that like Russian ripoff of Call of
Oh my.
Duty?
Unironically, it is like some like Russia data farming game I found out later on. I think somebody pulled the code to that game, and it was like wiping your data and sending it off to some server or some random place in Russia. People found out, or that it was the company was from Russia, was selling it to China or something. I don't know. Somebody did like a video
Bro,
on it. I can't remember what it's called. It was pretty.
I think I had like a solid like 18 hours in that game. It wasn't terrible, but it was I don't know. It was a little scuffed.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I like playing those because my computer can't handle much of anything. I like those like little shitty games.
Now I got to
I
ask you
have a
like a
little
real
fun.
throwback, like an origin
All right,
story.
all right.
I remember when I first joined the Bastiat community, it was a little bit after like his infamous his panel with Destiny and regarding a certain word and whether it's
Oh
taboo to
yeah,
say it
yeah,
with your friends and all this shit and
yeah.
quarantine and mind waves.
Oh my god, mind waves and all those fucks. Oh, I forgot about them.
But I remember when I joined the Bastiat community unofficially, and I think I integrated
Yeah,
in pretty quickly and took it over, obviously. But
yeah, big dick.
Rarest Pepper would always say, "Geek with Glasses built this community." Speaking of the Bastiat community. So I have two questions. One, how did you find the Bastiat community? And two, did you build the Bastiat community?
Nah, I can't take any kind of um fun from you guys. I mean, you guys build it up, right? It's Bastiat's community in general, I guess. Like you guys did a good job preserving it, keeping it fun. I can't remember how it must have been those debate panels back in the day. You know how we used to have those debate panels all the
Hmm.
time. It felt like 24/7. Do you not remember like you had like the quote unquote professional debate panels like Mind Waves? Now, I mean, we can make a comment and say, are they really professional? But like, the bigger names would go on those and whatever. And then you had like those late night ones like Killer Steven. Do you remember that name? Oh
Yeah, I
my
remember that
god.
name. Yeah.
Killer Steven, and then I had a couple other guys that would jump on. It was like it would be like the same routine guy. The guy, the bald head, like I swear he was some racist dude from like BFE Kentucky or something. Bald head with like the huge Trump flag and everything else in the background. And then he would watch like Alex Jones and shit. Oh god, he used to have some classic ones. But I think that's how I found Boston, was through those like debate panels and stuff. And
We
I think I don't know how we got interconnected. Maybe just chatting or
were you guys
whatever.
ever on a panel together? Because I don't remember that ever being the case. But
Uh, was he ever on one of those like Dylan Burns pre the big show where he would do those he would grab one or two smaller guys to put on like the big panel and see how you do. You know what I'm talking about? Like it was
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I think it was one of those I maybe met him on, or it might have been through you where I started talking to Bastiat and
Oh my
like
god, that's
just
scary.
chatting. Yeah, just chatting in the community. I really don't remember how, it's so long ago. But it was debate. I 100% found him through the debate section of Twitch, the debate politics world. And then from there, I don't know how and why I gravitated to that Discord and just being goofy in there and yeah, having fun. Oh man, that's a throwback for sure.
Do you remember a fellow from the Bastiat community called Perplexed Blackout?
Um,
So
no.
he
I
was
like
the
I
he was
recognize
like
his name, but
he was the Canadian guy. His first call into the Boston stream was like talking about how Justin Trudeau was worse than Hitler and how he had IBS and that's a disability. The guy was like clearly unwell, but he was the guy that
yeah.
we were on the call with when you left over that China comment. He was the
Oh,
guy who was like
dude.
talking about how China's going to
Okay.
invade Canada and
Yeah. Yeah. How? Why was? Oh, that's what it was. But Bastiat would pull random people in and like have like random convos or debates or something, right? Would he have like a debate night, or he just pull random people in? And like that's kind of yeah. I think that's where I've seen Blackout. I think
no,
he's
he would just pull people in like almost at the end of almost every stream. Like Collins were like fucking
okay.
classics. I mean, I remember there was some weeks I was on his stream like 4 or 5 times. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. I see. It's dude. It's been so long since he streamed or done anything, or I've thought about it. I do remember the call-ins. The call-ins were pretty good. I used to like the call-ins with Nate. Nate was fun to listen to, and then
Yeah,
you would jump
Nate
in
was a
every.
goated call-in. Yeah.
Yeah, you would jump in. Rarest Pepper was pretty legendary. Peep, like or Peef or whatever the fuck his name is. Um, he would call in and like just say the most random stuff. The Lisa call-ins were one of some of my favorite. If I could only explore like rewatch them again, oh, I 100% would.
Have
Her talking about her 500 cats she has and
I
all
think
this
she's
other
down to
shit.
one now. I think I can't remember what its name is either. Sassy or something. She's gonna if she listens to this, she's gonna smack me for not remembering what name it is. But yeah, her call-ins were great. I think the Mount Rushmore of Bastiat callers, excluding
Yeah.
myself, although I'd be on there, would be probably Nate, Rarest Pepper, Lisa, and then the fourth one's so tough. I'd probably maybe even give it to Juice. Like back in the day, people aren't going to believe this from his record of this community, but he was an interesting call-in, and he usually LARP as like a communist too, so it was fun.
Oh my god, yeah, Juice was pretty legendary. I don't remember. I only remember one or two of his streams, and I feel like you were involved too somehow. You were 110% egging it on or something. And then you would have Rarest Pepper in chat typing all the time, and you would like mid sentence respond to him like in chat. Like
Were
that's
you
so
ever there at a time when Bastiat read one of the tales of Bastiat, one of the fanfics I wrote?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I did. The please tell me you got a clip of that still. There's dude, legendary. Didn't one involve Lisa too? Am I making it up?
I don't think so. There might have been like a reference,
Ah,
but there was that one where I basically wrote about Tree of Logic, like doming him, and then she
Tree
read
of
it, and her
Logic.
reaction.
Oh my god, dude, you're
I
taking
almost,
me back.
I almost fucking bought one of her ghetto bingo shirts.
Nah.
It's so bad. Oh
No
fuck.
way.
So we
Does she still make stuff or what?
I have no idea. I watch Twitch only basically for like CS2 or like Counter-Strike streams. I watch Twitch so infrequently. Every once in a while, like pop into a Wick panel to see what kind of like absolute nonsense they're talking about. But I haven't seen her in years.
God, what exactly happened to what do you think happened to like Twitch politics? Like it felt like it was so active and now like again like I don't want to say when I started or when I was having fun and streaming and stuff. I mean, you would have again like Killer Steve and you would have you would have had a bunch of different like who was that other person that would do panels. God, I can't remember.
Are you thinking of A4 Andre?
He would do them. Yeah, that was another one. Would he host? He
Oh,
would
Prime
host, I
Kai's as
guess. Yeah.
well. But he still
Prime
does it.
Ties. Yeah,
Yeah.
Prime Kai's used to get so wacky. I would just tune in because how wacky, like some of the people they would get.
I think it just like naturally peaked during COVID because no one had anything else to do, and that's what I did too. Like I didn't really watch live stream content until COVID hit, and that's when I think I started watching Bastiat a little bit before that, but then my like viewership went up substantially during COVID, and then I've
God,
never really watched a live streamer after Bastiat.
really? Bastiat was your last one?
Well, I mean, I've watched others, but like
Yeah.
people, I was pretty active in the Pisco community before I got banned recently here, but I would like watch some of these other streamers for like 5, 10 minutes at a time at the most. Like I wasn't like the Bostiat streams where it was like fucking Bostiat's live. I'm gonna call in tonight. We're gonna cause a lot of chaos. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah,
like a community
yeah.
event. Um, I would never even really watch Destiny. Like people are surprised. Someone called me. I think Gilmore relayed a comment to me, my co-host, about me being someone that someone thought I was like a DGGer, I guess, by the way I spoke. I've been in that community for like 2 minutes. I went there to like spam a BNN article like 5 years ago.
Oh,
I
I
never
forced you to, didn't I? Or it was like,
someone did for advertising, but I can't remember what the article
yeah,
was. But I was like,
yeah.
I
I'm
was in his
pretty sure.
Discord server for like all of 2 minutes, and even his live stream content, like I'll watch it sometimes when there's like drama, but that's been years. Like I just don't really care for most live stream content. So yeah, Bastiat was my one and only. We were soulmates, you know.
Why? Interesting. But you've kept like, I feel like you're so intertwined. I mean, I said it earlier in a funny way. You're a slimy like sleazeball, you know? Like you found your way in these like little nooks and crannies of Twitch politics still, or like that world of, and kind of brought people together. Why do you think you've done that?
I don't
Is
know. I
it
mean, fundamentally, I just like it for entertainment. I mean, it's fun to troll and shitpost and kind of like test your ideas and rile people
yeah.
up. And I think, I don't know, like it's weird. There are some people that seem to be weirdly kind of attracted to my personality. And some people are either like incredibly frustrated or they like me a lot. So I don't know. I have my way of like getting into the cracks, I guess. And then now we're building our own community here. So that's been kind of fun as well.
What's the goal of this, like this community you're building? Is it just whatever, like just like like all hell let loose kind of thing, or are you
I
gonna
wouldn't go that
actually?
far.
I mean,
We're gonna keep the demons in hell, I think. But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I
Only
mean,
a
we kind of started
moderator
this.
chat.
I started joking
Right.
about making a podcast for years now, like probably 2 or 3 years. In fact, it was kind of a troll. Juice called me out on this in a private call a couple weeks ago. So hopefully, I'm not betraying his trust by leaking this. But he's like, "Remember when you always said you're going to stream this winter? You're going to stream this winter." I was saying that for years. I was always like, "I'm going
Oh
to become a
yeah,
live streamer," and it was always
I
just like a big joke. Like I never really wanted to do that. And so I kind of joked about this podcast too. I was like, we should start a podcast because there was like another guy that I had good charisma with or chemistry with, I guess. And so I thought, yeah, it'd be kind of fun just to, shit post on a podcast. And then this other guy, Gilmore, was like, yeah, let's actually fucking do it. And so we fired it up one night, and I think we're 4 or 5 episodes deep, or maybe only 3 has been published. But we're recording this one right now, and yeah, it's just been kind of fun. So the ultimate goal, I don't think there is one. We'll just see where it goes.
Nah, listen, I respect it. I'm all for like creativity in some form. I don't know. That's why like I mean people used to like bash you all the time about like how you're such a troll, yada yada. I don't know. I feel like there's some creativity in it, right? Like those like BNN articles were so like I feel like you were so well beyond like anything that was being done. So I felt like you just had such a niche, like little thing going. And I used to push you. I'm like, bro, you need to push these out all the time. Because honest to God, it was such a like, it was so cool because you could get other communities involved, I guess, indirectly. And like, you would piss a lot of people off, but it goes to show like how thin skinned most people are these days, right? Like you used to like joke all the time, like, bro, this kid makes like $500 maybe every year on Twitch. Like he's broke as a joke, and that was the god honest truth. I'm still broke as a joke, but like there's some truth to it, right? But I could laugh at it and go, well, that's fucking fun. Like what can I say? Some poor West Virginia like is sitting on the top 5 of the lowest earners on Twitch. Like the shit you would do and like the creative like standpoint when it came to the Bastiat News Network was just It was so funny, and like playing off Bastiat's community and gravitating to that and using it in your own way was just it was a genius idea.
Bro,
I,
you
yeah.
started off glazing me very hard there, then started to make me feel bad.
Nah, no
Just
shot.
give me shit.
Yeah, no, I know. Listen, I just respect the hustle, bro. You're always in the back, like pulling like some kind of string, and you can, bro. You got it. I've told you since like you. Ironically, like with Juice, you've done the same thing with me. Like, I think next summer I'm going to do it. Next winter, this like I would constantly hear it. Bro. I'm telling you, the biggest to ever do it would be you.
Oh no, there's
Dude,
no way.
I'm no 1,000%. I can't make it up. I can at least sense the dude, you're like the genius you have a little bit when it comes to like I don't know, like the humor, the oh, you would make so
I'm
many
too
good
cooked now. I'm
movies
too
and
old.
stuff.
I'm out of the game.
Nah,
My peak
no.
was like 2020, you know. I've peaked past my prime.
Yeah, that's haven't we all? But like, you can find like that little niche thing. I mean, bro, I don't know. Those articles are like one of many. Like, I know, 5 6 years ago when I was telling you the same thing. Like, bro, you can like, I think you would kill it. Maybe because I'm just like, you're a good person. Well, I don't know about that.
Well, let's
Like.
hatch you. Let's hatch you. You might kill someone. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you got lined up in your closet, but I don't know, bro. Like, those articles, 10 out of 10. The night talks we used to have in Bastiat's Discord, I would never speak a word, and I would be laughing the whole time. I mean, laughing, dude, and like the most random ass like you would pull Peep Smash in. He would talk about the economy like he knows what the hell's going on, and about trading gold or something. Or
He smashed the guy who bragged about like selling his wife's like actual eggs for money.
yeah, like living on his multi-million-dollar farm in Canada or some shit. Like,
I thought of two things while you were talking about that. One, is it true that your mom was a pretty avid reader of BNN?
yo, she was. I used to, we had a family group chat. I'm not even bullshitting you. And that first article you did on me, I'm like, God, no fucking way. I was like, this is pretty badass, but hilarious. Like like, I used to like, because I don't think like my parents knew exactly what I did and they didn't quite understand it. And I'm like, I'm just gonna do it and like see what happens and whatever. And like, I did it because no jobs were kind of like barking,
Yeah.
it was during COVID. I was kind of in college, kind of not. Like, I'm still figuring out where I'm gonna go next. And yeah, I'd shoot those news articles when you post them. Like the Joe Biden ones or like the Trump ones you would do. Like all of them, bro. I would post them in the family group chat. I'm like, yo, this guy's crazy. I was like, the articles, the satire, they're like, there's always some truth in a joke.
Whoa, satire? I'm not
It's just
sure.
hilarious. Get out of here, boy.
I don't know. I felt so weird starting BNN too because I obviously did it with Rarest Pepper, but I feel like satire is like almost dead. And I mean, it's never going to be truly dead, but so much like crazy shit just happens every day now. It seems like, and it's just like some of the stuff that we joked about writing, or like I have article ideas from years ago that just like come true. It's so crazy. I don't know.
Really? I can't imagine that because I don't have that. I could sit here and like maybe Photoshop something, but I can't like write something down and like a couple years later be like, holy fuck, this was a satire article I was gonna write, and now it's coming true. Like, what? How do you even process that? Like, do you just
Well,
look at it and laugh at yourself and then kind of like move on because the world just keeps on moving, or
I don't know. Like a lot of people don't know this, but I've been writing satire for well before BNN. Like I'd published some stuff in some small online magazines and some other places that people might know of. not under my real name or anything, so don't try to
Yeah.
dox me. But
Yeah.
it felt like it was so much different writing satire when our politics was more normal, and just like when everything else seemed more normal, or maybe when I was just so young and not like on fucked in the head or something. But like, it felt like writing satire in 2020. Even it was just the world had become so much more absurd, and everything was unpredictable. And I always approached writing BNN through like the lens or the mind of like this really obnoxious, like dumb conservative, which is really funny because a lot of people that liked the site the most were conservatives, which I never really understood because I was basically lampooning them the entire time. We had some targeted attacks towards certain people and stuff that were maybe more malicious and not such satirical in nature, but the thrust of BNN was
Again,
to lampoon
yeah.
as a big conservative, a
Yeah.
big idiot, and these are the ones that liked BNN. So it's tough.
Yeah, how do you swallow that pill? I mean, how do you how do you navigate your daily life? Because I like I've talked to what I feel, at least in their credentialed field, they're very smart, but you take them out of that that whatever credentialed field they're in, and they're like, I don't know, I don't feel that I'm the smartest, but I'm gonna listen to somebody that's a little bit smarter than me on this subject. Not saying I know the world, but like
Mm.
again, I, there's people that I talk to like in my work where you go, holy shit, you're putting people to sleep. That takes a lot of like, you better cross your T's, dot your I's, not get like O2 wrong, not get this wrong, not get. But then they step outside of the surgery room, they're guzzling down RFK Jr. going, well, we need healthier school foods and we Tylenol causes autism, and you're like, holy, is this real life? Like, these are the same people putting me to sleep, and then they, come out of that operating room going, yeah, Tylenol causes cancer, or not
Wait,
get autism, and you're like, holy hell,
when
like.
you said putting people to sleep, I thought you meant like a boring work presentation.
Oh, no, 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 no. I would like that too, I guess, at that point.
I like in my industry, I work in renewable energy development, and a lot of the people that I work with are conservative. And so almost all of them, if I had to guess, like my small little development company, even, I'd guess probably 80% of them voted for Trump. And then, like, what, 2 months after he takes office, tariffs are sky high. They're increasing our project costs like a minimum 12-15%. We've delayed a lot of our project work, and so it's just so funny to watch these people like stew over the consequences of their voting choices, I
Their
guess. But
actions, yeah. Like they can't see it. Like I have a buddy that he lays a lot of lines, like he's a lineman, and they bought all the parts to because they knew, hurricane season is coming upon us, and
yeah,
tornado seasons here, and yada yada yada, right? Like all this stuff is bound to happen, right? So you kind of prep for that, but they also prep for the increase in tariffs cost because a lot of these parts for the lines and stuff that they use, like electrical lines and whatnot, come from China. So they had to stock their warehouse. So they stocked their warehouse full of the shit, okay, because they know tariffs are gonna, increase their product by who knows how much. I'm not in that field to give an exact answer, but their the repercussion of them voting for Trump is most of them lost their jobs because they had to eat the cost somehow, right? So like my buddy, out of like 40 people that they hired at the time, my buddy and like five other people are now kind of like there, like maneuvering around the warehouse, still laying in line, fixing electrical lines, blah 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 blah, right? Like the but like I just I don't know, it's just still kind of rubs me the wrong way. I just don't understand it. And they voted. Then they voted for, what they
I
got, sadly.
I thought it was really interesting. I'm not sure if I've told the story very much, and maybe you've already heard it, so I apologize. But I was down at a conference actually when Trump first ran in 2016 for election night, and when I worked in the utility industry, I don't work in that field directly anymore. It skews very hard conservative.
Yeah.
It's usually white men. They're usually older. At the time I joined the industry, there was another retirement wave happening, so it's mostly older white men. Probably again 75-80% conservative. And we were down there for literally the week of the election. So Tuesday night, I'm in my hotel room watching the results, and pretty clearly Trump won that night. And we come in to the next day to the conference, and these are all very highly educated, smart people, engineering degrees almost across the board. And even though this room of people that overwhelmingly, I know for a fact, overwhelmingly voted for Donald Trump, there was just like a silence. Like almost no one believed it. And it just feels like that was such a turning point for the way people view our politics, and even people like realizing in real time, the consequences maybe of their decision. I think a lot of them didn't think he was going to win, to be honest. I mean, it was such a weird feeling. I'll never forget it, because here I am, the one who, allegedly voted for Hillary Clinton, in this room full of like Trump voters. And it was so quiet. I can't even explain to you. This is a conference of like 1,000 people. It was just, you could drop a pin. It was crazy.
I mean, yeah, see, you're a little bit older than me, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you must be, but
Younger in spirit.
younger in spirit, yeah, for sure. But like at the time, it felt, yeah. Even I've always been, I don't know, his rhetoric just really, I guess how I perceive life and what I think is good for the world. A lot of people, I guess, in America don't see what I see, I guess. I just didn't like his rhetoric at the time. I mean, we had the first, running presidential mate like going, Obama's birth certificate is fake. And you're like, wait, what? Like, hold on. And like he's running on this kind of platform. And then it was, Hillary's sick, Hillary's emails. I mean, like I mean, do you not remember like that whole scandal about her like collapsing or passing out? Because I can't remember what it was. I think she had like I don't know. She had some sort of lung issue. I can't remember, but
Coming out of
I
the
don't
car,
know.
though, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly, yeah. And like the whole like it's just it was so like it's like Bananaville, dude. Like it's like I don't know. I'm still kind of shook, and I'm even more shook because like we're in the midst of like, or in the middle of like a presidential candidate like retribution, right? Like in the middle of his
Mm.
presidency, and it's truly retribution, like across the board. Like let's gut everything and see how far we can gut everything, and he's accomplished a lot with that. Let's go after our foes, let's go after people who investigated me or disagreed with me. Again, John Bolton, that DOJ guy, why am I dropping his name?
Are you thinking of talking to
Comey.
Comey, or yeah?
Comey, yeah, Comey. And then you got all these other little shenanigans against like the AG of New York or whatever, right?
Mm.
And yeah, like I don't know, man. The whole thing is so like wild, and we have a sitting president saying, yeah, let's go, basically implying a war is taking place in our cities, and I just and sharing AI generated memes, and
It's a war for the soul of America.
ain't that the truth?
It's just so sad, because like even the thought experiment were like, imagine if Obama would do this. Like, it's so clearly obvious that if he would have
Oh
done
my
any of
god.
this shit, they'd be losing their fucking minds. But like, we're so past that.
Oh, dude, do you remember the whole selfie stick drama on Fox News about Obama using a selfie stick in the Oval Office, and how that was a presidential or anything? I
Oh,
mean, we
I don't. I think I remember that now, but I haven't thought about that in a long time. The one I was thinking
oh
about
my
is the tan
god.
suit. Yeah.
The tan suit is a good one. God, dude, that selfie stick one, or him taking jump shots. They said no president should be taking jump shots.
I remember that. I
Holy
remember that.
shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, that's real life. Oh my god, and then it's like, and then you get a couple years later, you get like the red Starbucks coffee cup that people like blew their brains over. Like
The
it's
war on Christmas.
unbelievable. Yeah, the war on Christmas, that was the whole thing, like the woke, like whatever, and then you had like what, Kaepernick and stuff, like kneeling, and
Mm.
they about had a brain aneurysm over that. Like don't get me wrong, like I don't know. I don't do. We're lost. We are truly like we're lost. I don't know. I
Do you ever
mean,
think about like where this started? I mean, a moment that I think about a lot, or I try not to think about, is I'm not sure if you remember this. It was during the McCain Obama campaign, so 2008 or leading up to 2008. There's this old woman who asked John McCain some question, or it was more of a
oh my
statement. She said
God.
that
And
she said that she can't trust Obama because he's a Muslim, and she
yeah,
doubles down. She goes,
yeah.
he's a Muslim, and John McCain says, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. I happen to know Barack Obama. He loves his country. He's a good Christian man,
America.
and
Yeah.
and then I think about that moment, and it's like a Republican now would probably be like, yeah, of course he's a Muslim. He hates his country. He's a traitor. But then,
Oh,
I think like, were we really in a different politics then? Because you go and you watch like John McCain's concession speech, and people are like booing at the name of Obama. And maybe it's not throughout the entire concession speech, but I often used to think that we kind of started to break ourselves at like the Tea Party movement. But I think it goes so much further back than that, and it sucks to think about.
I don't know. I think we've always been there, but I think I think what hyperinflated a lot, I believe, is like the internet, the different messaging boards you have now, the different websites you can go on for your news. Like I saw, now this is a small, I believe the sample size was like 300 or 400 people in like a specific state. So do not quote me on this or whatever, but it was going over like pulling people how they got their news. And out of like the 400 people, I think like 94.5% of those people said they got their news from Facebook and Facebook memes. I did like that was 2018. And like I think like again, like I think the internet really broke people's brains. I used to I like we could go back and look at the Sarah Palin and all that bullshit and John McCain and Obama and this, but like I think what kind of like broke people's brain, like fully broke it, is like post Tea Party, post all that, and like the internet. The internet is just such a like I don't know, dangerous place. Like you can go and I get sucked into the Andrew Tate stuff, right?
Right.
And like now you can go on messaging boards that like I don't know, hate Jews or something, like I don't know, crazy like weird stuff like that, right? Like you can find whatever you hate or dislike or you think America should look like. You can find a messaging board for that and kind of surround yourself with those people. I don't know what like kind of did us in. I'm not smart enough. It's sad to see. Like I remember when we used to like uh, debate about whether we should
Oh,
have
I'm scared now.
socialism. Yeah, whether we should have socialism or whatever, on Twitch politics. Now, like we got legit conservatives like uh, on Twitch and YouTube going, yeah, we should invade our cities with our military and arrest the governor and do this and do that. Like it's just bananas. Like I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well,
Hey,
well, Geek, I think I promised this would be kind of light, so I'm going to ask a light
yeah,
question before I get into our quickfire question segment. It's been a great conversation, but we talked about this a little bit before the show, just to circle back to some more lightheartedness for our audience here. Do you miss the Bastiat workout streams?
I do. I do. I like it when he would do a pull up here and there, and then talk to chat for about 30 minutes, huffing and puffing. I mean, made me feel good about myself. I'm
It was
hoping
funny. He
he's.
did that like consistently for like probably a month, right? And he started missing some streams, but it was really funny to see him like
Uh,
when I wake up and he's
yeah.
like, yeah, it was just funny to see him like working
Early
out
in
in
the
the morning.
morning in his where was he working out? Somebody's garage or something? Didn't he have
And
like
he
a
had a smoking hot trainer too. Like, how did his
yeah.
wife sign off on that? Maybe that's why he
Yeah.
stopped going.
No, no, maybe something else happened we just don't know about. Let's see if we can track down a divorce paper of some sort. I mean, Bastiat cheated on the trainer.
I'm looking at my notes here. I have one other thing I have to raise with you, and I'm kind of hoping you don't remember this. This will be the
Okay,
last thing
yeah,
before
go
we get
ahead.
into our quickfire question. So this is like a pre-quickfire question.
Okay.
Do you remember that time when me and the boys destroyed that Minecraft server?
Oh my God, yeah. I was I invited you and then you invited whoever juice and stuff. What that was that pink hair. I can't remember her name. Do
It was
you
some girl
remember?
that I think you were crushing on. I don't know. I'm not sure
Nah, I
into
was a
it, but
crushing on. Get out of here. Get out of
okay,
here.
okay, okay.
No, no, no. It was good. Like, dude, we were having like had good rapport, I guess, on stream. So it was just fun to bring her on and like bullshit around. But we started a Minecraft server, and I invited you. And I remember I logged on like 2 days later, and there's like this huge fucking chicken farm. Okay, then I get to like the spawn point, dude. As my shit's lagging so much because this chicken coop or chicken farm thing you made was ginormous. All right, and then I get to the spawn, and there's like dude, there's bricks everywhere. Everything we built gone, destroyed, on fire. Lava here, lava there. Like, dude, it was nuts.
Do you know what's really
It was,
funny?
it was
Probably the one that did the most destruction was one of your old enemies, and it reminded me of another moment that we'll touch on briefly. It was
okay.
your
Yeah.
boy Endernax.
Oh yeah. Dude, that guy used to hate me. What the
Do you
fuck?
remember when we were playing Among Us and he like rage
Oh
quit
my.
when you were his imposter partner?
Yeah, dude, he was so mad. I would, dude. It was because it was like one or two, maybe three times in a row, like we became imposters together, and I would do shit just to trigger him all the time. It was just so funny to watch him rage, and he like, I'm done, and like he totally shut the game down. Yeah,
I think
God
Endernax
help,
just
bro.
proves that you can lose all that weight, but you don't lose the anger. Kind of fucked up.
Oh my gosh, I mean, you fat shame him, man. He might, off himself in Minecraft.
He
Holy
didn't like me
cow.
talking about his loose skin for sure, but we got over that a little bit. All right, Geek. This has been a great conversation. I think I told Gilmore that we'd be talking for like 20, 30 minutes max. I think we're at like 40-ish minutes. I'm going to jump into quick fire questions here. We typically do some like really random type questions. I've kind of tailored these more to like your history. Just kind of tell us the first thing that comes in your mind. Some of them are a little bit memey, but not serious. I have 10 here for you, and then I'll do a little outro. Number one, what is your favorite type of burnt fish?
Salmon.
What is the
Yeah.
best state other than West Virginia?
PA for sure.
Interesting. I forget, were you born there?
I was born there. I'm about 15 minutes outside of Philly for sure. Yeah, Delco, Delaware County. Yeah, just a small town.
Think I knew that at one point.
Yeah.
What is your favorite moment streaming?
My favorite moment, all-time favorite moment would probably be that Bastiat stream that he rated me in with, and then you, Sushia, Rarest Pepper all came in. That was a pretty hilarious stream. I had fun doing it.
Were we in voice together? I don't remember being in voice on your
Yeah,
stream with
yeah.
Sushia.
Sushia was there. Rarest Pepper, you were there. Yeah, we were talking about feats or something. I don't
Oh,
know.
I kind of remember that.
Only feats or only fans. I can't. It was so long ago, but it was a classic moment.
Sushia actually used to be such good memes. Pepper used to like troll in her chat for a long time. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she banned me from her chat. I think I said something. She's like, "Oh, I hate you," and like banned me right away. I'm like, okay, dude. All right.
All right,
Cool.
Geek. Can you sing part of "Take Me Home, Country Roads"?
No, I ain't.
What does it feel like being a brokey?
I'm still a brokey, so I don't know. It feels fine. It feels normal.
How fast did you lose your Bastiat raid viewers normally?
How fast? If I didn't, and if I invited you guys into the chat, 100%, most of them stayed. The second that I told you guys to get fucked, you or Rarest Pepper, 1,000% lost all of them in about 10, 15 seconds, not minutes.
Jesus, we were the
seconds,
shepherds.
right? You were. You led the herds for sure.
Does your mom like BNN or you more?
I think it's mutual. I think both of us like it. I want to say I like it more because I was more like behind the scenes. I knew what was kind of going on and happening, and seeing it kind of unfold was cool. So I probably appreciate it when she did.
This one might hurt me. Have you listened to the G&G podcast yet?
No, I have not. I legit thought you were lying to me when you were like, come on to my podcast. And I was like, no shot. Because again, for the last 5 or 6 years, I've been hearing, I'm going to live stream this winter, this October, this summer, this May. It's like, bro, I swear I've heard more excuses out of your mouth. So like when you were like, oh, I started a podcast, come on. Yeah, you tripped me up, bro. I thought you were pulling my leg. I'm not going to lie to you. I was like, ain't no way.
What is the most unhinged thing I said in your chat? Can you remember?
No, you've said some pretty unhinged things. What was that thing about my mustache? Didn't you write like a little short story about when I had my mustache? Something about.
Oh God, don't go into it. We can't. We don't want to we don't want to
Yeah.
bleep the show out.
Yeah.
Okay, last thing, Geek. This has been a great conversation. I mean, it truly is a
Yeah,
lot of
for
fun
sure.
reminiscing. Any final things you want to say? Any? I mean, I think, do you still stream occasionally? Anything you want to shout out?
Nah, I do a little bit of live streaming on Twitch, GeekwitglassesTV, WIT, not with. Yeah, we just bullshit over there. I don't stream all the time like I used to, but
If we're a good
um,
host, we'll remember to put your link in the show notes. If we don't, come back
I don't
and
care,
kill
bro.
us.
All you guys are. I hope it goes good, bro. I'm excited to like listen to your. I mean, as goofy as they may be, 100%. I'm just down to do it, just to do it. I'm not looking to get anything out of it. Um, I appreciate you inviting me on. I mean,
Well,
am I
Geek,
your
like I
first?
said,
Am I
you're
your
our
first
first.
guest? Yeah.
You're our first guest. Yeah, we had a couple other people we want to bring on eventually, but I thought it'd be really fun just to bring you on and reminisce about the old Bastiat days. It's probably some stuff that
Oh,
our
for
audience
sure.
is not familiar with because that server kind of
Oh,
died kind of fast, but
yeah,
it's some good memes. It was good
for sure.
conversation. Yeah, we covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it. Thank you for inviting me. Yeah,
And
means a
and
lot.
thank you everyone for listening to another episode of the Gohndim and Gilmore podcast. Check the links in the show description to see where you can find us. Join our Discord to interact with us and submit questions for the next show. As always, your support is much appreciated, and thank you to Geek. Until next time, adios.